Method 2. Being thoughtful. Think before you act. If you are quick to anger, you may do something in the heat of the moment that you'll regret later on. Consider the consequences of what you are about to do. Don't react, respond. Try to grab hold of your anger and examine it. Ask yourself what exactly is making you so angry. Ask yourself if you are overreacting. Think through the consequences of your actions. If you react violently in this situation, will you burn any bridges? Will it negatively impact your relationships? Will you run the risk of being arrested, suspended, or otherwise punished for your actions? Make a conscious effort not to hurt anyone. It's easy to be rough with other people if you don't consider how your actions might make them feel. Be careful. If you find yourself hurting people without intending to do so, try to understand what it was that hurt them so. Is this person sensitive to a particular word or label? Did I grab their arm too hard without thinking? Consider treating others as if they are especially fragile, at least at first. Be as considerate as you can be without walking on eggshells. Empathize. Try to understand why someone is acting the way they're acting. Try to figure out how they feel and what they are thinking. You may find it much harder to be angry once you understand where someone's coming from. If you can't understand why someone is acting a certain way, just ask them. Tell them what you don't understand, and listen carefully to their response. They may be just as confused about what you are thinking. Empathy is a two-way street. Try to be open about what you are thinking. Work to build a mutual understanding. Accept the things that you cannot change. Practice letting go. You may find that many of the things that stress you out are things over which you have absolutely no control. Consider each source of stress. Can you fix it with force? Can you change it with kindness? Do you understand why it bothers you? Let go of the things that make you angry, whether this is a toxic relationship, an awful job, or a grudge from the past. Commit to yourself that you will focus on the present and not on the past. Practice letting go, for example, when you are interrupted in the middle of speaking. Take a deep breath. Do not let yourself lose your head over something that you will forget about in a week. Change what you can. You can change your own behavior, as well as how you react to things. For example, you can choose not to do things that trigger negative feelings in others. Additionally, you can work to overcome your own triggers. Anger is useful for understanding your feelings about something. If you feel angry, look for the reason why. For example, if your job makes you angry, then it may be time for you to apply for a new position. Take time to de-stress. It's easy to become swept up in the day-to-day demands of work, school, relationships, and family. Give yourself time to simply be yourself. Get outside. Find a quiet space. Go for a walk or take a swim. Go to the movies. Get a massage or get your nails done. Do anything that allows you to forget your troubles for a while. Consider leaving your phone behind. You may find it easier to leave the troubles of day-to-day life behind if you are not being constantly bombarded with texts, calls, and emails. Be present. Reducing stress is fantastic for your health. If you're always stressed and often angry, you may be at risk for high blood pressure. Practice de-stressing, and you may live a longer, healthier life. Avoid foods that make you feel more agitated or easily stressed. For example, caffeine can make you feel restless and antsy. Similarly, you may find that certain other foods stimulate you. Method 3. Rebuilding trust. Try hard to be more gentle. Actions speak louder than words. If you want to show the people in your life that you've turned over a new leaf, you will need to prove it by being especially careful. Be patient. It takes time to build trust. Practice being as gentle as you want to be, and continually evaluate your actions. Am I being gentle? Am I being kind? Do not expect anyone to forgive you. If people do forgive you for past violence, do not expect them to forget. You cannot change the past, but you can shape the future. Tell your loved ones. If you are trying to overcome your violent impulses and become a more gentle person, consider sharing this with the people in your life that have been hurt by your anger. Ask them to tell you when you step out of line. In order to do this, you must be prepared to take constructive criticism. It may be a challenge to stay calm when someone asks you to curb your anger. Few things are more infuriating than the phrase, "Calm down." Bear in mind that your loved ones are only trying to help you help yourself. Consider hiring an anger management coach. Search for therapists and psychologists in your area that specialize in helping people deal with their anger. It can't hurt to try just one session. Run a web search for anger management coach or anger management classes. You can take these courses over the internet. If you want to meet with someone face-to-face, search for anger management coach along with your city. For example, anger management coach San Francisco. Enter with an open mind. No one can help you change unless you are prepared to help yourself. Work with the people in your life, not against them. Research your anger management coach before you make a final decision. If you can find reviews online, read them. Try to get in touch with someone who has been to see this particular coach. Join a support group. Your support group can help you make positive changes in your life. You'll be able to share what you're going through and learn from others in your meeting. Look for a group that is run by a mental health professional, who can ensure that the group maintains a therapeutic environment. Look for groups that meet in your area by checking online or with your local mental health clinics. Embrace your emotions. If you are acting in a rash, violent way, you are letting your negative emotions overwhelm you. Embrace your positive emotions and let them guide you through trying times. It's okay to be vulnerable, and it's okay to cry. You can be strong and also keep in touch with your feelings. Don't be afraid to vent. Find someone to talk to about your problems. You may find that an outlet of support makes it much easier to cope with your stress. Stick to it. Be gentle and be self-aware. If you get angry and do something rash, you may undo all of the work that you've done. Continually evaluate whether your actions are gentle or violent. Do not let yourself forget the person that you used to be. Eventually, with time and care, you can change your image. You can become a genuinely gentle person in the eyes of yourself and others. Practice leads to habit. Start today. Please like, comment, share, subscribe our channel, and know details, click our social media link.